And we're back. We're back. Come on in. TELLES is looking even more pale and nervous and dissociative than earlier. We know that they are going to be calling a doctor.
Does the state stipulate to the presence of the panel? Yes, Your Honor. And the defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes,
Roll, please be
You
seated.
call your name.
Tracy Torres McLaury.
Man, he looks so uptight. All right, let's go. Please remember to hit the thumbs up. Thank you very much. I hope you had a lovely break. I've been catching up on Scott Peterson type stuff.
Please watch your step. And if you'll remain standing, raise your right hand and face clerk, please.
You do solemnly swear that the testimony you're about to give in this action shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
You may be seated. Please state and spell your first and last name for the record.
Welcome back, everybody.
TRACYMIGLIORE.
Please hit the thumbs up.
Thank you. Ma'am, you also go by, is it McLaury?
Just go by McGlory, yes.
Okay.
Oh, she looks nervous too.
Turn your attention back to September of 2022. Did you see something on TV that caused you to call the police?
Yes.
Do you recall what the circumstances were and what you saw on TV that caused you to call police?
The description of the person I seen in the park, what they were wearing stood out.
And did you see video on TV concerning a crime in reference to a journalist, and you saw clips of that and you said, I recognize that person?
Yes.
If I may turn your attention, and for the record, this is State's Exhibit 338. This is the press release that was released on September 5th, 2022. It's not playing.
Look at her. She looks so freaking freaked out, this woman.
Can you see that?
Yes.
Was that the clip that you had seen on TV?
Yes.
And as a result of seeing this clip, did you call the police?
Yes.
Now you had testified, get this to stop, that you had seen something that gave rise to concern because you had seen this individual previously.
That's correct.
Where was it that you saw what you believed was this individual?
At Bruce Trent Park?
Bruce Trent Park?
Yes.
That's in Clark County, Nevada.
Yes.
Is Bruce Trent Park off of Vegas Drive in Rampart?
That's correct.
When did you see this individual?
It was about 4:30 in the evening.
Okay. And what date do you recall?
It was on the 28th of August.
So that would have been a Sunday.
Yes, evil queen.
At about 4:30.
Yes.
I'm going to show you what, if we could have marked as defense exhibit Y2.
It's like the murder outfit. I got to pull that up.
I'm going to show you, if I could get the Alamo up. Is this right here, Bruce Trent Park? I showed you this prior to your testimony.
Yes, you did, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that's the park you were at?
That's correct.
Now, is this a Summerlin Park? Is there like a soccer park complex there?
Yes, I believe there's for softball and maybe ice skating, I'm not sure.
Okay.
Just other things.
So when you saw this person, it was Sunday, August 28th, 2022, was a warm outside.
Very warm. Okay.
And anything catch your attention concerning this individual that you saw?
Yes. Yes.
What did you see, please?
I seen somebody that was fully covered. from head to toe, and wearing black gloves. Yes,
Did this individual have tennis shoes on?
yes,
You have to speak up.
yes, yes,
Did this individual have a straw hat on, like the one that we saw in that clip?
yes, sir.
And where did you see this person at this Bruce Trent Park?
I seen him walking across the children's play area,
Okay.
and I seen him enter the men's restroom.
If I could have what's going to be marked and admitted by stipulation, defense exhibit
C2.
C2.
No objection.
Yes, I know that. I know how smart you are, Chopper.
Is this the bathroom in this Bruce Trent Park?
Yes, sir.
How long was this person around this bathroom?
He went in and then he went out, came out, and then he went back in.
And you say he, how do you know that it was a male versus a female?
I can tell by the way he walked.
Okay.
Mhm.
Did you interact with this person, speak
No.
to this person?
No, I did not.
Were you concerned regarding the way this person looked in reference to your grandchildren or those that you were with?
Yes, I was very concerned for the children in the park.
Now, you didn't call the police on August 28th, this Sunday, when you saw this person,
No, I did not.
but you called the police after you saw this person again on September 5th for this release. It was a Metro press release concerning a suspect.
Yes, I saw it.
And did you call and give the same description, these same concerns when you called? And let me ask you this, it was on September 7th, wasn't it, that you called?
Yes.
Were you ever interviewed by any detectives or any police officers in reference to this person that you saw?
No.
Did this person also have a bag?
Yes.
Do you recall what type of bag this person had?
A duffel bag.
A duffel bag. Do you recall the color?
It was black.
A black duffel bag.
Yes.
Was this person's face covered
Yes.
with gloves?
With gloves.
Yes, I'm asking, did this person have gloves?
Oh, he had gloves on, but his face was covered with a mask.
Okay.
You know, like a COVID mask.
And you were able on August 28th to get a good look of this person's getup.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
You got a good view of this person.
Yes.
You were close enough. But how far were you from me to you? Farther? What was your vantage point?
Probably where the officer is at the back door.
Okay. Good 30 feet?
Yes.
Thank you.
At one point, I was that far. He was that far from me, but as he went into the men's restroom, I was closer. I could see him a lot closer.
You never spoke to him.
No.
Thank you. I have no further questions.
Okay.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Hi. Mhm.
Let's talk about, this is Defense Exhibit 22. I think you just said that you, at one point, were about 30, oh,
For the record, that's Z2.
ZZ, thank you. I believe you said at one point you were like 30 feet from this individual.
Yes.
And so can you, there's a mouse in front of you. Do you see that on the table?
Okay.
Are you able to kind of indicate where you were and where that person was?
So, if I may ask, is the right side the women's bathroom and the left side is the men's restroom?
So I'm sorry, I'm not allowed to give you
Okay.
answers, but maybe you could just point out where you were.
Okay. I was actually, I'm gonna say it was about kind of like back over here.
Okay.
But he gives
So
close
in the image,
shot.
sort of the lower right corner in that sand area,
Mm-hmm.
is that yes? I'm
Yes,
sorry.
please.
And the individual was closer, I assume, to the structure?
Yes,
And which side of the structure was the individual on?
on the men's side.
Okay, and whatever side that is.
Yes.
And do you recall now which side that was?
I'm trying to identify the park because I've been to this park several times. And I'm trying to identify what side The
Oh, okay.
men's restroom is on. It's not
Okay.
really clear, you know?
Okay, so you can't, I mean,
It's hard to tell.
you've been to that part, but you can't tell by this photo where you were? Or which side, I guess, is the men's side, if I'm understanding you?
Yeah, I'm thinking it's way far over here is the men's side.
Okay, so then to the other side of the picture.
Yes.
And then you're, as I understood you, and correct me if I'm wrong, you were more in the sand area in the lower right part of the picture?
Yes. Mhm.
Okay, and so did that distance ever get closer?
Yes, because he walked across the children's playground area to the men's restroom.
Okay, so,
So I
and
seen him from far away, and
Okay.
it concerned me when I first saw him. But then when he walked across the playground to the men's restroom, that concerned me even more.
Okay, now the
I see.
person that you saw, you assume male because of how the person walked?
Yes,
How tall was the person?
I'd say about 5'9", 5'8", 5'9".
5'8" or 5'9"? And we said that you believe the person was male. It sounds like the person had gloves on, and then I think I heard you say a face covering as well.
Yes.
So I would assume you don't know what that person's face looks like.
Well, I seen his face when he was running.
Okay,
So
tell me about that.
So when I left the park with my granddaughter, I went around the corner up Durango.
Uh-huh,
Let's see. So there's Rampart, and then there's another side, which is Durango.
okay.
So I went up Durango towards West Cliff, I believe it is.
Mhm.
And I seen him running up, running towards another park that's down the other way. But as he was running, his hat was coming off, and his hoodie was coming off, and he didn't have his face mask on, but
Okay,
he looked like a light-skinned male bald.
light-skinned male bald.
Yeah,
And you said there was a hoodie as well?
that's correct.
What color was that hoodie?
I believe it was a dark gray.
Dark gray?
Yeah.
And then the build of the person, would you say heavy build, medium build,
Thin.
thin?
Yeah.
And when you see his face, how far away are you at that point?
Well, I'm driving, and he's running on the sidewalk. So
Okay.
I'd say about maybe 30 feet.
Okay, 30 feet.
Maybe less. I don't know.
Was your car actually moving?
Yes, it was moving.
Okay, so you're in kind of a moving car and then you observe him the second
I
time?
was going slow, yes.
Yeah.
Just to see, yeah.
Okay, and the person, as I understand it, caused you concern, but you didn't really see the person do anything except run and kind of walk across the children's playground?
Yes.
Okay, and when you saw the individual in the park when you weren't in your car, the person had gloves on
Yes,
and then tennis shoes?
correct.
And walked, I guess, looking at this exhibit, is the children's park to the right side?
It's just depending on what street you're on. If you're on Vegas, you're looking at the splash pad and the men's restroom. If you're
Okay.
on Rampart, you're going to be looking at the actual whole playground,
Uh-huh,
and you'll see the side of the women's bathroom.
okay. And does this exhibit that we have in front of you, does that not give you enough detail to be able to orient on where that playground might be?
No, it doesn't give me enough detail,
Okay,
because then it's kind of hard to determine my distance,
sure,
especially because we were at the splash pad at one point,
okay,
and we walked away from the splash pad because of that.
okay. And then when you saw the person near the men's restroom, the individual walked in and walked out?
Yes,
How long was the person in the restroom?
just for a second.
A second?
Walked in, yeah. I'd say maybe like 5 seconds, and then walked out.
Okay. And you see all this on August the 28th?
That's correct.
And obviously nothing about it on August the 28th caused you concern, right? I mean, to call the police, I should say.
It did, but I think I was just trying to process it because I was a little creeped out by it,
Okay.
you know?
And what made you, like, when you say like creeped out on August the 28th?
It didn't look right. Something looked very eerie about the whole thing,
Okay.
especially the way he was moving his hands.
And
That frightened me, and especially because the children were there's a lot of kids at the playground that day.
okay. So you were concerned about this person like immediately when you saw him on August the 28th?
Yes.
and then you get in the car with the children that are with you, and then you see him again running?
Yes.
What was he doing that caused you concern when he?
Happy birthday, Alex. August 20th is a great day to be born, especially by a limerick master like Patricia Burns. Seriously, happy birthday.
He was running.
I don't know. I think it was just seeing him walking the way he did and then seeing him running. It made me think something happened or something was happening. I didn't know. I was more concerned he was going to go to another park. And I don't know. I was just scared for the kids. That's all.
You were scared for the kids. Did you ever see him interact with the kid?
No, nothing. At all.
And when you say like you were concerned about the way he was walking, what about that caused you concern?
Something just didn't look right about it.
Okay. And was it like because the person was walking fast or slow or?
Well, first of all, he was completely covered with gloves on in the heat that way.
Mhm.
He didn't look like a homeless man.
Sure.
So that's what caught my
clothing.
attention. It caught my attention, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so were you, based on what you saw on August the 28th, did you think about calling the police and reporting this person?
No, it didn't dawn on me just yet what was going on. I kind of like just let it be. I know I wasn't really thinking something was going to happen, you know.
Okay. And so
Yeah.
it's sometime after that that you see the public information video sent out by Metro?
Yes.
Do you remember what date you saw that?
I believe it was the 7th.
The 7th of September?
I believe so.
Okay, so what do you have up there?
Oh, I'm sorry. It was just my notes of the date.
Oh,
Of the date.
may I
I'm
have
sorry.
a copy of those, please, Your Honor?
Sure. If you want to both of you go and look, Grassy, you want to
Thank you.
get them out as well?
Just so you know,
Yeah.
witnesses are not supposed to take notes up on the witness stand with them and refer to them unless, and so they're supposed, and you know, lawyers understand this. It's like an odd set of rules that witnesses can't know.
Well, I'm doing cross, and then I'll give them back to
No
you.
worries. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So they can't be like referring to notes unless.
So these notes that you gave me on this piece of paper, did you type these?
Actually, my husband did.
Okay.
But
It
Oh,
was sort of based on what you were
it
saying?
was based on the police report that I made. Yes. Based on the police report that I made.
Okay,
Yeah.
so at some point, it looks like on your notes, it says Wednesday, 9/7 at 7:43 PM.
Okay.
Is that the date you
That's
called the
date.
police?
Yes.
Okay, and so you reported, you saw something on TV and then you make the report after that?
Yes.
Okay,
Right.
and then did your husband just write these in order for you to keep your memory to sort of, I
Just
guess?
to help me because it was, 2022. So
Yeah,
it was a little foggy from that.
Okay.
Yeah.
and then, so did you kind of, it seems like you explained exactly what you just testified to
Yes.
this afternoon?
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay. And then after you made your report of the sighting to the police, it's my understanding that you weren't talked to?
No.
Okay. And did you ever make like any kind of follow-up call?
No.
Did you ever see this person in the area of that park again?
No. I hadn't gone back to that park for a long time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not just at the park, but anywhere? Had you ever seen the person
Never.
again?
No.
Never? Okay. So the one time you see this person is on August the 28th?
That's correct.
And how long total time do you think you had to observe the person?
About 30 minutes.
Okay, so
Possibly.
quite a bit of time.
In between that time, yeah. It was in between that time of 30 minutes. Because I had to have my granddaughter home at 5.
Okay,
So we were kind of rushing, trying to play and get her home.
yeah.
So
Did you think because of the outfit, the person might have been a worker or groundskeeper, or
it did not look like that at all.
because the outfit looked different than that to you, or?
He looked very peculiar. I don't know.
Peculiar?
Yeah,
Okay.
just
Was there reflection
Something didn't
on
seem
the
right.
clothing? Was the clothing reflective?
no.
There was no reflective
No.
clothing on at all? Okay. And then just sort of the hat that you described?
Yes, and something just didn't seem right because that hoodie was very tight on his face.
Okay, so
Yeah.
there's a hoodie and then a hat on top of that?
Yes,
Okay, and that hoodie, I think you described as sort of darker color?
yes,
And then you see that when he's running and the hat comes up a little bit?
yeah.
Okay,
It was coming off.
okay,
As he was running.
just 1 second, okay?
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Your Honor, Mayor Pro, I'd like to return her notes to her.
Sure, do you want to mark it with the current record?
If that's okay with the witness and counsel, that's fine.
Do you mind if we mark it with the current record, or do you want a copy of it?
I don't mind.
Okay, so just court's exhibit. right?
Yeah.
The, court's exhibit.
May I
Next one.
approach?
May.
It's going to be court exhibit number 16.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Draskovich?
Thank you, ma'am. I have no further questions. Thank you
Okay.
for your
Am I
testimony.
Thank you
done?
very much
Thank
for your, just make sure. Thank you very much for your testimony here today. You may step down.
A witness that I believe that we were in the morning. She's not going to be here until late this afternoon. The way things work out, she was coming early. If there's a flight delay, she's not going to be here until late this afternoon. We anticipate calling her in the morning. And there's another issue concerning a witness that I believe that we were going to address at the
Sure,
present
sure.
session.
Can I just have the attorney's approach so we
Absolutely.
can decide the time tomorrow?
Oh, so when he said another witness, I wonder if they're talking about TELLES or if they're talking about another witness. They're going to decide right now whether to continue today or tomorrow. It's 2:00 now. He doesn't want, my guess is that he doesn't want to put on his, to put TELLES on the stand in the afternoon because the jury is tired. And he wants the jury to be fresh when TELLES is on the stand. So he's probably going to try to talk. And it sounds like he also wants to set all of this.
Okay, at this time, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to
They're going to close.
conclude for the day. During this
Yep.
recess, you're admonished not to discuss or communicate with anyone,
Figured.
including your fellow jurors,
Damn.
in any way regarding the case
Damn.
or its merits, either by voice, phone, email, text, internet, or the means of communication, or social media, or read, watch, or listen to any news or media accounts or commentary about the case, do any research, consult dictionaries, the internet, or reference materials, do any investigation, test a theory, recreate any aspect of the case, or in any other way investigate or learn about the case on your own, or form or express any opinion regarding the case until it is finally submitted to you. We'll be in recess till tomorrow morning at 10:30. Thank you very much. And you're
Oh, look at him now. Oh my gosh, that guy couldn't be even more pale. I think he definitely, he wants to get on that stand, man. He is just chomping at the bit. I don't think I've seen a paler shade on a human being. Now that witness, basically, if I'm understanding correctly, the witness was saying she saw that on August 27th. She saw this person on August 27th, but she didn't call it in until September 7th after she saw the footage released and she felt that they were the same person. And this park is right around the block. This park is right around the block from Gehrman's house. What that tells me, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, that tells me that this other person, this person that she witnessed could have been TELLES just trying to do the murder on a different day. That's what it tells me. It tells me he just was trying, he was there on a different day. I mean, you can tell me if I'm missing something. Can you feel free, tell me if I'm missing something, but that just tells me he might have just been there on a different day. And chickened out, because that's just like, remember, he was surveilling he was surveilling in like a couple weeks before in August. He took the pictures of Garriman's house that were on his phone. Yeah, trial run, PKC, exactly. Either a trial run or he was just there. Like you gotta believe that he probably had I would love to see ring cam video from different days, from days leading up to the murder. Do you see the same dude walking around the neighborhood, laying in wait? You know, because I'm assuming this is the first time he has plotted out and executed a murder. I mean, at least I'm assuming, right? So he was probably pretty nervous, and he's also clearly a perfectionist. He wanted to try to, do everything right. He was really trying to keep everything in his control, which is why he made the stupid mistake of keeping so much of the evidence in his possession. That's what a lot of these killers do, is they keep evidence because they can't stand to not have control over it, like bodies. Look at this situation. There's a D. Warner case, right? You guys have heard of this D. Warner case. This woman has been missing for years and years, but they have strongly suspected her husband. They just found this woman's body in a tank on his property, a la Chris Watts. A different type of tank, but it was in a tank buried underneath their property. Okay. So, people like to keep, Chad Daybell, they were looking all over for these kids. Where were the kids? Right on the property, right on Chad Daybell's property. Right. So anyway, I think he had been planning and plotting this. August 27th is just a few mere days before the actual murder, and in between, when he was surveilling Jeff Garriman, taking pictures of his house, sitting around the block at the Popeye's Chicken, taking pictures, all that stuff. Yeah, welded shut and painted over. Crazy, 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 crazy stuff. People are fucking insane. I just watched a video, you guys. I can't get it out of my head right now, and I'm not going to show it to you because I don't want to give you that same nightmarish vision. But of a man literally throwing a woman like a rag doll out onto train tracks in Los Angeles. Like a rag doll. And it was a totally unprovoked, murderous, just attack. Literally just attacked this woman and just threw her out onto the tracks and then onto the freeway. People are fucking insane, man. They are insane. So anyway, I guess we're probably tomorrow is another hopeful day. Tomorrow is another hopeful day of potentially seeing Robert Telles on the stand. And I strongly suspect that that's why they decided to break for today, because he said, yeah, I'm going to call Robert Telles and I want to give him all day. And he's probably gonna be long-winded, and during direct examination, his attorney is going to give him all kinds of room to say his piece, because he has a lot to get out. So, Patricia and Alex, if you're still listening, I think August 20th is Leo, or right on the cusp of Virgo. I'm a Virgo. Good sign. Good sign. Even if you're a Leo, good sign. Good sign. Good sign. Anyway, I appreciate you all being here. Please, this was a short one, but please remember to hit the thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe to my new channel. I'm planning to dig into Wade Wilson soon. I'm planning to get into Scott Peterson soon. and much, much more. I've been talking about doing a book club, a true crime related book club on that channel. I'm still really excited about that. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Patricia. I'm still really excited about that. But I want to talk about more of that on that channel when I go live over there. So please do subscribe over there and keep a watch out for more content there. And I will see you tomorrow, hopefully for some Robert Tellis shenanigans. Let's go out with a funny clip or two.
Alfred!
Mr. Ponton, I believe you have a filter turned on in the video settings. You might want to take
We're
a look.
trying to, can you hear me, Judge?
I can hear you. I think it's a filter.
It is, and I don't know how to remove it. I've got my assistant here. She's trying to, but I'm prepared to go forward with it. I'm here live. I'm not a cat.
If you think I'm here to play around with y'all, God damn it, I'm not.
God damn, I'm not. Oh, it's Virgo. Oh, okay. Interesting. I always thought that it changed over around like the 23rd or something like that. Virgo is amazing. I'm a Virgo too. All right. See you all later. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.